Hello, my name is Agatha. My email is dunyazade@gmail.com, and this is a tarot reading for Keanu Reeves. Please don't sue me. For entertainment purposes only. And the question that I'm gonna ask the tarot, several decks, is who is the one for him? Like, who is she? Who is the one for Keanu Reeves? Who's like the woman he, I don't know, soulmate, or maybe the woman he will end up with, just the one. Just like, who is the one? I don't know if he met her already or not, if he will meet her in the future. I have no idea. Again, entertainment purposes only. Meanwhile, if you'd like to work with me as a ghostwriter, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com. You can, for instance, give a wonderful original gift to a friend, to a family member, to a boss, a 15,000 word little novelette, and it's only 700 euros, and no one else will have that story. You can make your friend the hero of that story, your family member, your wife, your spouse, your son, daughter. You know, it's a wonderful gift. So if you're interested, write to dunyazade@gmail.com, okay? So, let's start. Let's start with this. Let's start with the Fairy Lights Tarot. Keanu Reeves and the one. Who is the one for Keanu Reeves? Okay, who is the one? The question that I'm asking is, the first question, who is she? In terms of personality, who is the one? So who is she? Like her innermost being, inside of herself, like her soul. This is number one. I'm gonna cut, and I'm gonna take one card, and this is the card, the Seven of Pentacles. Oh, so cute, so cute. She is a very ponderous person. She's the type of person who's gonna think about things for a while, who's gonna reflect. So maybe also a person kind of like him, kind of like someone who looks inside, because this woman is looking at a ball, I would say a ball of light. So someone who reflects, okay? And I would even say spiritually reflects. She could have something in Earth, Sun, Moon, or rising sign. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. She likes, yeah. So this is like the way she is inside. She likes to reflect, to ponder, to think about things before making any type of decision. Now, another way of reading this, even though the question is who is she inside, is maybe she's like the type of person who kind of saves, likes to save money. Or she also is someone who invests in people. This is another way of reading it. She invests in things, but also people. When she was with someone, doesn't matter whom, this does not necessarily have to mean a love relationship. This could be a friendship. This could be a work relationship. She fully invests in that person, in that relationship, in that job, in that friendship, okay, in that spouse, boyfriend. She seems to be a blonde here. I don't know if you can see it. She has a white dress. It's interesting. Interesting. She's not harsh. She's not impulsive. She doesn't do decisions in a reckless sort of way. Okay? Now I'm going to take from the soul cards, number 2, a clarification card. So, who is she? Who is the one for Keanu Reeves? Like, inside, like her innermost being. Okay? Again, entertainment purposes only. I don't know if you met her already or not, if you will meet her. I have no idea. Okay. Oh, she's beautiful. She is very honest. This is how I see this card. This card. She is beautiful. There's like a yellow here, so she is happy. And she's very honest because its figure showed up naked, so it means she is honest and beautiful. She's honest and beautiful. I don't know if she's a blonde. She could be a blonde. And there's like a yellow. You see the yellow? It seems to be in both cards. There's like a joyous, inner joy in her. There's like an inner joy in her. And she's alone in both. So she's the type of person who's perfectly happy with being alone. And she's perfectly joyous with being alone. Doesn't have a problem with that. Cool, I like her already. Now, the second question is, who is she outside? The way others view her. And I'm gonna use what? The Star Tarot. This is the Star Tarot. Star Tarot, okay? She's beautiful. I would say that she may, if she's young, she could be younger than him, or if she's like within the same age, she is still beautiful. Okay, so the outside personality, the way others view her, who is the one for Keanu? Oh, this one. I'm gonna take this one. Okay, the Seven of Swords. Interesting. So the way others view her is someone who's really mysterious. This is in a good way, because there's several ways of reading this card. Someone who's really mysterious, someone who has a lot of secrets, someone who doesn't reveal their secrets, someone who suffered pain, someone who was betrayed, and someone whose secrets came out, or someone who keeps a lot of secrets. Someone who's diplomatic, because the Seven of Swords is diplomatic. So she could be, she could have something in Earth, but she could also be something in air, Libra, specifically Libra. So she could have something in Libra. So it could be her rising sign could be Libra, for instance, or her moon could be in Libra. Something really interesting that's really visible could be in Libra. So she could be a very diplomatic sort of person, who says the right words at the right time, who doesn't, well, she's smart, she's diplomatic. And another way of reading this is that maybe others see her as someone who can easily be fooled. I would say no, but who can, I can totally rob her of her time, of her money, of whatever. I can completely just, I could gaslight her, I can do whatever I want with this person. She's easy to deceive. She's easy to deceive. Another way of reading this card, yet another way, is that maybe others see her as someone who easily deceives others, who's a liar, who's a cheater. I don't see it that way, because I would say that this would be most from people who don't like her, who don't like her natural, joyous inner energy. So others would, the bad people around her, like the people who don't like her, would say, oh, she lies, she deceives, she's awful. But I would say that maybe this is more like a mediator type of card, diplomatic type of card, someone who always has the right word at the right time, also someone who keeps a lot of secrets. Now I'm going to take another card from the soul cards as a clarification card. So about who is the one for Keanu Reeves outside, the way, the perspective of that others who like her and don't like her have of her, like a clarification card for this Seven of Swords. And I'm going to take this card. Oh, interesting. I see this as someone who has difficulty in leaving something. To me, this card feels like a person swimming in a sea made of rock. So others see her as so diplomatic that she has difficulty in leaving a bad situation. If she's in a bad situation where someone Could be a spouse, could be a boyfriend, could be a business partner, someone who deceives her, someone who lies to her, someone who cheats her, someone who steals from her. The others outside see her as someone who has extreme difficulty in leaving bad relationships, or someone who will do her utmost best to be very diplomatic in very difficult situations. Okay, now number 3, her family. Who's her family? I'm gonna use the Fantastical Creatures Tarot by Lisa Hunt. This is not an easy deck to use, so fantastical, oi. And I reiterate that I don't know, if he already met with this woman or if he will meet her in the future, okay? I don't know if Keanu already met the one or if he will meet her in the future. There's a little, I'm gonna make a tiny little break also for my ad. If you like to work with me as a ghostwriter, I'll be delighted to work with you. It could be for you, for a book that you're writing, or would like to write, or as a gift for a friend. Let's say that your friend just graduated, or have a son, a daughter, a nephew, grandkid, boyfriend, girlfriend. Like to give her something original that no one else will possess. You can give her, for instance, give them a little novelette of 15,000 words, and I can make them the hero of the story, and it's only 700 euros, and no one else will have it because I don't recycle. The story is fully yours, or actually the rights will be for that person. Let's say that they sell the rights of that story. That would be great, because they can. The rights will be to that person. They can, I don't know, say thank you by giving you a car or a house. I don't know. Now continuing. Her family. Who's her family? I'm going to cut. Who is her family? The Two of Wands. Okay, who is her family? Oh, these are crows. Interesting. They could be very smart. They could be magical people. Crows are connected with magic. Two of Wands is that when we are kind of planning something, we are in the planning stages of something until we go out and do something. So the fact that she's someone who ponders, someone who thinks about things, means to me that maybe she comes from that type of family, that people think a lot about doing things. Maybe they plan a lot, maybe they don't actually do it, or they kind of get stuck in the planning phases, or they do the things that they plan, and they tend to plan things very well. This is one way of reading it. I'm gonna use this little book because I don't know this by heart, because these are magical creatures. Okay, onde é que tá? Where's Wands? I'm looking for the Wands. Pentacles, Cups, Swords. Where's the Wands? Okay, Ten of Wands. Okay, sorry. Two of Wands. We have here Hugin and Munin. Hugin and Munin. I think they were crows. One of the greatest Norse deities. So the family can be from they could be either from the Northern Europe, because it's Norse deities, or they could be descendants from Northern Europe. So Odin, that's like the god, the leader of the gods from Norse mythology. Had special skills in war and peace, ancient knowledge in magic. Yeah, they are magical people. I don't know, the family can have some sort of lineage connected with magic, if this makes any type of sense. Odin is connected with the Viking magical alphabet called the runes. Okay, so even her family, or someone in her family, someone special, someone important, could work with runes. I don't know, like an eccentric ant. To hold this powerful position, Odin had two large ravens, not crows, ravens, okay, Hugin and Munin, that sat on the god's shoulders and told him all the secrets of men and spirits. Huh! So her family could actually be a very powerful family. Her family could actually be someone who holds power over others. Oh, this is interesting. In some cultures, the raven is connected with dark prophecies. So she could also be from a family that kind of has psychic powers, psychic abilities. So in some cultures, the raven is connected with dark prophecies, in others, good fortune. The bird is also associated with protection, guidance, and spiritual messages. So she comes from a family who gives her protection, who gives her guidance, and maybe is connected with the spirit. The shining wand, okay, you see it? I don't know if you see it. With runes carved on it. Yeah, okay. Symbolizes the ability and willpower to make changes happen. The cracks in the ice, there's ice, all right, there is ice, represent change already underway, and the nearby one ensure its continued movement in the desired direction. So it's a family that's really well, let's call it this way, put together, meaning it's not a scattered family. It's a type of energy within her family line that they know what to do, they know where to go, and they put all of their resources there. Okay, and she learned this from them. So the divinatory meaning is you are awaiting the results from something you have started. So the family plans things, starts them, puts them in the right direction, and then waits. Focus your energy and will to fulfill your desires. The family has the ability to focus their will in order to fulfill their desires. Interesting. They're magical. Oh, this is so awesome. Now again, one card from the soul cards number 2 as a clarification card in connection with the one, with her family. I'm going to say her, okay, because I don't think Keanu is gay. So, clarification card for the Two of Wands concerning her family, the one. The one. Ooh, okay. This one. This card. I have 2 cards here. I'm going to take this one. And, oh, look at this. More yellow. There's happiness. This family has happiness. Do you see this? This is like the sun. And this person is connected. And there's 2 colors. See, this is kind of yellowish. And there's the blue. And I see 2 smiling faces. So she comes from a very happy family that knows, like a family that's kind of used to manifest what they want, but they kind of work for it. It's a magical family. It's a happy family. There's happiness in this family. This is great. I think that's the thing that attracts him, that will attract him to her. The fact that she comes from a happy family, that she has this solidity inside of herself, that she's okay with being alone. There's this yellow that to me means joy. And maybe because of that, maybe she has a problem in leaving bad relationships or bad people, because maybe she was raised with happiness. And she doesn't see how others can be unhappy. I don't know. How others could want to hurt her or gaslight her or just... well, she's happy and the family made her happy. She comes from a happy family, honestly. Could be from the north, could be the northern Europe, or descendants from northern Europe. Now, number 4, her friends. I'm going to use what? I'm going to use the Chrysalis tarot. Who's her friends? Who are her friends? The one. Would you get terribly annoyed with me if I did my ad again? You can go to Amazon. The link is below. And you can find, for instance, Werewolf Angel, and you can see how I write. Okay, there's like a few short stories also in this channel to see more or less how I write in English. It could be in Portuguese, you know. Let's say you really like someone and that person is Brazilian, and you'd like for her to write to her like 15,000 words of a love letter to her or him, I don't know, in Portuguese. I can do that. So let's see, number 4, her friends, like the one, for Keanu, the one, he is enduring love, whomever this person is, whomever this woman is. So who are her friends? Who are her friends? Her friends. I'm gonna cut, and then I'm gonna take one card. Oops. Ace of Stones. Okay, she has rich friends, or she has friends who are entrepreneurs. You know, friends who keep starting new things that will give them money. So she, you know, the type of people who keeps initiating business. So that's what I see. Maybe her friends come from her business, from her work life. What else? What else? I had something, but I forgot. Yeah. Interesting. Also the yellow. Again, the yellow. She's kind of attracted to people who have this inner joy within them, and there is this joy in starting a new business. Oh, I am so happy I'm going to start this new business. It's going to be great for me. Maybe she is attracted to that sort of people because she recognizes that joy. Okay, now I want a clarification card to know about her friends. Her friends. Or maybe this is a particular friend. Or, another way of reading it, she started something in terms of job, in terms of business, and then she has new friends from that job, from that business. Okay, this is a clarification card. Okay. Oh. Huh, interesting. Do you see this? This seems like an old woman. Maybe she likes women who are, or maybe she works with women who are entrepreneurs, and she ends up being friends with those women. I would say older women, but not necessarily. She could look 30, you know. She could look between 30 and 60. She likes, yes, she's like attracted in terms of energy, not love, but to people who are of service to others, to people who offer services to others, and to people who make money with that, people who are entrepreneurs. I would say women. Maybe there's a specific woman, or women in general, who offer services to others and make money with it, and they're really joyful in terms of, I have my own business, I'm so happy. I don't know, there's like a joy that she likes and appreciates. Another way of reading it, she could be this one. And she is the one who gives service to others. And by giving service to others, she ends up befriending them. I don't know. Or, like I said, there's something new that she started, either a new job, a new business, whatever, and she made a friend who might be an older woman, who is very helpful. Older, I would say, I don't know, I thought older, but not necessarily. It could be, like I said, between 30 or 60 years old. Could be 30-year-old, 40-year-old, or 60-year-old, 60-year-old. Now, I'm gonna go to number 5. Number 5, it's her and her relationships, okay? So, the way I'm gonna say love relationships. Her and love relationships could be either she's in one. I'm gonna use for that the Nicolette Chicolet Tarot. So the way she views relationships, love relationships, or the type of experience she has with love relationships. So her and love relationships. The one for Keanu Reeves. Her and love relationships. Okay? The way she views it, the type of experience she has had with love relationships. I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna take one card, which is in this particular deck, this one is the Strength card. Now, you can read this in two different ways. One is that maybe she's domineering, but I don't know. I don't see it that way. It could be that she is consistently in relationships where the other dominates her, to a point where she has to assert herself. So maybe she kind of used to be in love relationships where there's like controlling. There's a controlling aspect to it. There's domineering, I would say, man. Now, she could be like this, okay? And again, there's another blonde. She's a blonde. I don't know if she's a blonde, but it feels like she's a blonde. There's another blonde. So, she could be controlling, but honestly, I don't see it that way. I could be wrong. It feels more like she stays too long in a relationship because she has this inner joy and experience where she feels that everyone is the same, meaning she kind of feels that everyone is basically healthy, and that's not the truth, until she has to let go. And it's really difficult because like in the card number 2, her family, no, I'm sorry, card number 2, her outside personality, the way people view her. There's a person here like swimming in a sea made of stones. That's how I see it. To get away from a difficult situation, it's really hard for her to leave. But when she leaves, she has to assert herself, assert her dominance, and basically, quote unquote, kill the dragon in order to get away, in order to be free. I would say that this is a person who takes it, who spends way too much time in a certain situation until she cannot take it any longer, and then the other person doesn't take a hint, doesn't understand the word no, doesn't understand I'm leaving you, and she has to assert herself in a very definite sort of way that might surprise other people, okay? So I'm not gonna say violent, it's not violent, but it could feel to others who are being left as emotionally violent. So if she has to, so this is number 5, the way in terms of love relationship, if she has to, she will leave the other in a way that there is no coming back. But honestly, the other is behaving like too controlling until she has to, really assert her dominance and her will in this fashion. Now, I want a clarification card for this card, a clarification card for this card in terms of love. This is a clarification card, okay. Interesting. Okay. See, this is a person, and to me I see this person as speaking something into life. Speaking something into life. So, how I'm gonna read this? I'm gonna read this in terms of love. When she has to assert herself, I don't know, maybe she manifests it, or she kind of opens her eyes, kind of opens. Feels like intuitively she opens her third eye when it's necessary for her to leave a love relationship that's no longer working. Maybe I'm reading these two cards wrong. If you see something else, please tell me. Or she has like the help of her guides, ancestors, God, angels, to get that strength from them in order to leave a bad relationship. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading this wrong. So this is number 5 now. When she met or will meet Keanu, how will they relate to one another. So like the first time, I don't know if she met him already, if she will meet him. I'm gonna use the Tarot Illuminati. So like how they will relate. They could, I don't know, they could meet, I don't know, in a party, or as being part of some sort of business deal, movie. So there's like this initial way of relating to one another. So how will they relate? Oh, how did they already relate to one another when they first met? The one for Keanu Reeves, okay? How will they relate? Or how did they relate? I don't know, like that. Okay. But the first time I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna take one card, and it's this one. Oh, the Chariot. How interesting. How interesting. Okay, and I'm gonna, the Chariot is connected to the sign of Cancer. And Keanu has, I think, 3 planets in Cancer. I think he has Mars, Venus in Cancer. Also has the luminary, the moon in Cancer. But the Chariot is the leader, so maybe she met him in a situation where he was the leader. So she might be connected with movie making in whatever way. She might just be, for instance, an accountant. I have no idea. She could be part of like the team who deals with the money part of things connected with movies. So maybe the way they met or will meet is in a situation where Keanu is a leader, and has to do with some sort of something new to be done in terms of his life, in terms of his movies, in terms of his career, or in a trip, because it's the Chariot. Maybe they met or will meet during a trip. Now I want the clarification cards for this one, and this one's popping out. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know if they met or will meet. And this is the card that popped out. And again, the yellow. You keep seeing the yellow. This person, the one, she is a happy person inside. There's this happy energy inside of her that I would say that is the thing that will be appealing to Keanu. I don't know if they met already. I don't know if they will meet. But there's this, I would say that there's like this connection, spiritual connection between both of them. It's like he will intuitively know she's the one. Like there's like this vortex, and he understands. You see this guy, this is a guy, and he's happy, and he has his eyes closed, but there's like this spiritual vortex inside of him. So they could meet in a trip, and he will know immediately that she's the one. Or if they met already, he already knew. He knew. So how will they meet? How will they relate? They could relate in a spiritual way. Okay. I think that maybe this is more towards him than her. Maybe she's like, he will not make an impact on her, but she will make an impact on him. Because I see these are 2 male cards. So he will see her in a much more profound way, and you will see the waves of happiness, of joy that she has inside of her. I think that's the thing that he wants, that he'd like to have. How is one happy inside? Because I think she has it. She has it inside of her. She might spread waves of joy wherever she goes. So he will see her, I don't think, intuitively, let's call it that way, and she will not necessarily see him in the same way. But it will be a connection like the first time, where he is the leader. Now, in what way? I'm thinking anything connected with the fact that he's a big actor, but he's like the leader. And maybe she's there like in a team to help, or during a trip. Could be during a trip. Okay, now her job, number 7, her job. I'm gonna use the Druidcraft Tarot deck. Okay, her job. Let's see what her job is or will be. I don't know at the time. Do you have time for a little bit more of my head? Let's say you are a wonderful. I'm gonna shuffle, okay, to see what the job of the one is or will be. Okay. Let's say you have a granddaughter and she's like 10 and she's gonna have a birthday. You want to make her happy. You're gonna give her like a gift that no one else could give her because you're very proud of your granddaughter. You and you can work together. I can write her a little novelette of 15,000 words, and I can make your granddaughter the hero of a story. Like, let's say that she likes fairies and mushrooms and ponies. I can put all of that in that story and I'll make her the hero, the heroine, okay? So if you're interested in that, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com and I'll be delighted to work with you. So let's see, the one in Keanu. What's her job? What's her job? I'm gonna take one card. The Four of Wands. Oh, interesting. Do you know what I thought? The minute that I saw this, I thought hotel, hospitality, something connected with the hotels. She could be the manager. She could have a family business. She could work her the family. She could work from home. Whatever job she has, she's happy with it. It's a very stable type of job. Now, another way of reading this card is that, oh, weddings. She can do weddings. She could be a wedding planner. You know, something like that. She could be a planner of big events. Not just weddings, but she kind of work in this sort of industry. Planner of big events, not just weddings, but all sorts of events. So maybe this is how Keanu met her, or she could work in a hotel, she could be a manager. She could work her family, because this card is connected with family. Now another way is that she can work with her spouse. Because this, even though you don't see it, this is a marriage card. So she could work with her spouse. She could work from home. She's really happy with her job. Okay? I'm going to take one card, clarification card from the Soul Cards number 2 to see, in terms of her job, clarification for the Four of Wands, clarification. I'm going to take this one. Oh, interesting. This is weird. Okay, I said that she was happy with her job and then I got this card. This is so weird. Okay, usually I don't see this as a very happy card. I see this as like a person hiding and kind of envious. But I'm going to read this differently. I see this as someone who manages everything, big events, and she keeps herself in the shadow because she is not the one who's going to be on the limelight. So she manages everything. This could be like, she could be, I don't know, Hollywood. And there's like big events to launch a big movie or big party like Hollywood Oscars. Someone has to plan that, right? So she is the one who manages it, who plans all of it, and then she stays in the shadow because to her job, it is important for her to be in the shadow, for things to kind of appear as they were magically done. So she likes to be in the shadow. She doesn't like to be in the limelight of her job. She wants to make everyone else happy. It's her job to make everyone else happy. Sometimes she's a little bit sad when she doesn't participate in that happiness, but she's kind of okay with it. I would say, like in her innermost being, she is kind of okay with it. If you see something different, please tell me. Now, later, when they are in a relationship, how it will be, okay? I'm going to use the Spiral Tarot. Later, when they will be, this is the Spiral Tarot, in a relationship, how will that relationship be? If they ever will be in a relationship, I have no idea. You know, he could meet the one, but maybe not be able to be with her. but let's just assume that Keanu will be able to be with the one. How their relationship will be when they are together. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more, okay? I'm going to shuffle a little bit more, and then I'm going to cut. I'm going to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Now I'm going to cut. So how will their relationship will... Okay. Ai, meu Deus. I don't like this one. It's the devil. Okay. It could be in a positive way of seeing this. This, by the way, this is connected with Capricorn. So she might have something in Capricorn. Yeah, he has a lot of Cancer in terms of his planet positions. So she might have a lot of Capricorn, which would really make it interesting, because there's like 2 sevens here, if I'm not mistaken. There's a 7 and there's a 7. So she might have something on the 7th house or in Libra. And Capricorn, no, Capricorn is a, no, it's Capricorn, no, sorry, it's Libra, then Scorpio, then Sagittarius, then Capricorn. Okay, she might have something in Capricorn and in Libra. Capricorn is the earth sign, and in the beginning I said she might have something on earth. So Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, so she might have something in Capricorn. She might be a connection, a combo of Capricorn with Libra. Okay, how will their relationship be? Okay. I'm going to give the positive ways and then the negative ways. The positive is, it might be a relationship where they both produce a lot of money. I don't know, maybe they work together, and because of their energy together, they are able to make a lot of money together. Or they will be dealing with a lot of money, or the devil. This is really interesting, because the devil is connected with sexual energy. So it might be very sexual, might be very, very, very devoted on the physical level. So there might be an obsession, either from both of them. It could be both of them. They could kind of be obsessed with each other at that level, okay? This could be like only in the beginning, but now another way of reading it is the devil is a manipulative sort of energy, domineering. So I don't know him. I don't know Keanu, who he really is. I have no idea. I only know him from the outside. So again, I talked about that she might go for domineering men, or she herself could be domineering. Now, it could be that both of them together, they connect in such a way that their energy is domineering towards each other. So maybe he was never domineering before, maybe he was never jealous before, and maybe she was never like that before. But when they connect, they become very obsessed with each other, very domineering, very jealous, very controlling. So it could be that sort of energy. But like I said, this could be read in many different ways. I'm going to take one clarification card from the soul cards. How will their relationship will be when they are finally together? Or it could be something nothing connected with them. There could be an outside force that's trying to control their relationship. Okay? Could be that. Could be an ex of her, an ex of him. Could be that. No. A clarification card. And I have the this one came out in a reading that I did about him. I think that maybe he already knows this woman. So yeah, this woman to me is like someone who has Kundalini rising. There could be something awakened in them, in both of them, spiritually, by using... Please don't sue me. Please. This is for entertainment purposes only. By using sexual energy. They awake something inside of them. Maybe they awake the shadow of them both, and they look at it, and maybe they solve it, the shadow that they have. Like these bad aspects that we all have inside of us, and we tend to not look at them, and tend to project them. So by being together, they have to look at this bad thing that they have, maybe each one inside of themselves, and they kind of use this in order to refine themselves as human beings. Does this make any type of sense? I have no idea. So, and then how when they are in a relationship, and this is like when they are together. When they are in a relationship, how will this relationship will be for Keanu? So this is from both of them together. And I'm going to use the Black Cat's Tarot. How will this relationship with her, with the one that maybe he already met, because this card came out, this clarification card came out in a reading that I did before. So maybe, I don't know, okay? How will this love relationship, when they finally will be together, how will this be for Keanu from his perspective, okay? I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna take one card, and it's the Eight of Cups. This is something completely new, the Eight of Cups. This is something that I never lived before. Maybe this is the relationship that will make him leave all the other relationships behind. This is the relationship where he will finally commit. Where he'll leave an old way of living behind and will move on to something different, something new. So it could be that. I'm not saying that it will be, okay? It could be that it's like a very transformative. It will be like a before and an after this relationship. Or a relationship that he wants to leave, or a relationship where he will be left. I don't know. Okay? Now a clarification card for this one, for the Eight of Cups, please, clarification card. How will this relationship with the one will be for Keanu from, okay. You have this, I don't like this card, it's really, he might feel compelled to leave because you will have to look at parts of himself that he doesn't want to look at, like some sort of obsession inside of him, some sort of merry-go-round that will be very difficult for him to leave in terms of emotionally speaking. This is one way of reading it. Another way is that he will feel that he will leave his old bad ways of behaving, like there's something, the shadow of him. He will leave the shadow because of her influence. There's some sort of mistake that he keeps doing that he will stop doing after with this relationship with her. Okay, this is my cat. Now I'm gonna take another card, which is for her. I'm going to use the Wheel of the Year Tarot. How will this relationship will be for her, the one, from her perspective, okay? How will this relationship will be for her, from her perspective? From her perspective, how will this relationship be? The one, right? This relationship in terms of love, when they are finally together, when Keanu and the one will finally be together, how will this relationship be for him? For her, I'm sorry, for her. I have this card. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to take this card. Oh, the Five of... Okay. The Five of Wands. I'm sorry, the Five of Swords. She will feel defeated. Or maybe she will feel like he's defeated. I want a clarification card for this. Card for the Five of Swords, clarification card. It was like a battle half won, a battle half lost. It's like, it's a battle like you win some, you lose some. It's good and bad. If this makes any type of sense, it's like something is won, something is lost. Feels like being with him feels like an eternal battle, but not necessarily between both of them. Maybe it's outside forces that are envious and want to break up this. And this is the clarification card. It feels like a woman, again naked, and her honesty is being used against her, but she's still protected, if this makes any type of sense. It feels like wounded. To her it feels like a wound being with him. I don't know why. Feels like she's like compelled to fight, or she is forced to fight, and she absolutely does not want to do that, because I said before that she's very non-Danish-sprake. My cat is determined to come, like, don't. It feels like she's kind of being forced to fight for something. Do you want him? Do you want to be in this relationship? You have to fight for it, and she doesn't like it. Like I said, she is seen as a mediator type of person, diplomatic type of person. She prefers not to fight. She hates to fight. And she's like being taught, this is the relationship, like, you have to fight for the things of the people you love. And you have to learn that sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. Like, you don't win totally, you don't lose totally. It's kind of weird. Interesting. Now, what is the advice? What is the advice? I'm going to give two advices. I'm going to use the Denise Lynn Sacred Traveler Oracle cards now. My cat is doing stuff that she's not supposed to be doing. What is the advice concerning this relationship with the one for Keanu and for her, the one? Okay. What is the advice for Keanu, and what is the advice for her if she ever sees this? So Keanu, the advice is great adventure, take a risk, venture forward. Yeah, do this. For her is vast vistas, expand your horizons. Maybe she never had this type of relationship. I think this card came out before in a reading with Keanu. She never had this type of relationship before with this type of person. So to me, it tells me, yeah, go forth to both of them. Okay, my cat wants attention. So this is it. This is the reading that I have. If you'd like to work with me, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to work with you. My name is Agatha Simões, and I wish all the best for Keanu and the one. Okay, bye-bye.